Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Specialized Status 160. I put around 60 miles on the bike and I feel like I know the bike enough to make a review. Some important things to know about me is I mainly do enduro riding with jumps and semi-rough downhills. I do climb a lot, whether it be to get to the location or just the trails I'm riding. The frame came with a Fox DPX2 and I put a Fox Ridden 36 with 160 travel. And yes, my setup is also Mullet. The Status is like a couch downhill. It feels very planted, but you can throw it around if you want. I'd say it's more planted than playful. It has a very linear suspension design, and the Fox DPX2 complements the bike nicely. I weigh around 170 pounds, and I do need a blue token for the rear shock and run around 25 sag. The reach on this bike feels perfect for me. I can feel that the top tube is longer than my previous bike, the Polygon Siskiyou N7, which was a size large too. I had 35mm stems on both, but on the Status, the top tube makes the cockpit feel less cramped and gives you a lot of room. The frame quality is what you'd expect from Specialized. The tubes aren't oversized to where it makes the bike super heavy, but it's beefy enough to make the bike look aggressive and the frame not too flexy. The satin cast battleship color on the frame looks great, and I put clear ball over all the major tubes that get worn. The Mullet setup is great. I don't notice the imbalance of wheels, and I really do think the 27.5 rear wheel makes it a tad bit more maneuverable given how long this bike is. It feels slightly easier to whip and pivot the rear wheel in tight corners compared to a 29er. The most obvious plus is that the bike is super affordable, coming in at $2,800 for a complete bike or $1,300 for a new frame. This bike is an absolute bargain. It's got the Specialized name to back it up, and it's an enduro chunk eating monster. It has the quality and customer service of a Specialized, but the price of a direct sales bike. Since I bought this frame secondhand, you'd think I would not have a warranty. Well, Specialized actually has a 2-year warranty for secondhand owners. The bike is a Specialized, so you'll have a great warranty. This is a huge benefit because if you get a Polygon or YT, the customer service will never be as good as a Specialized. A big negative with the Status is that these bikes are really hard to find. I called every Specialized retailer around me and they either didn't know when the bike would be in stock or didn't know what the Specialized Status was. The bike is just okay at climbing. It has a decent amount of bob, but I've definitely ridden bikes with worse climbing characteristics. The shock does have a lockout, and it's easy enough to just flip the switch. Since the linkage design makes the bike linear, a coil shock would only work if you put a progressive spring on it. This is not a problem for me, as I think the DPX2 has a good mix between being super supple, yet super supportive. I know other Specialized bikes have ribbed chainstay protectors to keep the sound down, but on the Status, chain slap is pretty noisy. This is an easy fix though, with the help of some mastic tape. Specialized doesn't even have the Status advertised on their website, so finding torque values for the pivots is a pain. I just put some blue Loctite on the bolts and tightened them a little bit past snug. Another weird thing that Specialized would have done to their other bikes, but not this one, is there is no down tube protector. This is very odd as this bike is supposed to be their gravity oriented bike. I used Kydex and Gorilla double-sided tape and it seems to be holding up fine. I was being nitpicky, but this is a review and I'm not getting paid to say anything nice. This bike, in my opinion, is one of the best value rigs out there, but good luck getting your hands on one of them. Well, that's the end of this video. I sold the Polygon to build this bike up, and that's the reason for skipping a couple weeks of posting. Going to try to upload once, if not more times a week. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.